What's up YouTube? My name's Josh Tedder, and today I wanted to talk about one of my favorite topics, which is Tesla. Now, most of my family and friends basically have told me that I don't have the ability to shut up about this company. I talk about it almost all day long, and the company reached a pretty pivotal milestone a couple weeks ago when they finally released the Model 3, the affordable Tesla for the masses. Now, when I say affordable, that doesn't mean like a mass market $20,000 car. This is still an entry luxury car starting at $35,000. But still, to get a Tesla starting at $35,000 is a really big deal. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video was I found that it's been very helpful looking online and seeing what other people are planning to do for the Model 3, what options they're going to get, etc. So I just wanted to make a video explaining my rationale for the options I'm thinking about for my Model 3. Now, I lined up for my Model 3 on March 31st, 2016. I was like number 40 in line here at the Raleigh store, so hopefully I'll still be one of the first people in the area to get a Model 3, even if I go for the standard version. Now, if you're already confused, let me explain. Tesla is making two variants of the Model 3. They're making the standard version, which has a range of 220 miles, and a long-range version with a range of 310 miles. Now, the price to go from the standard version to the long-range version in the US is $9,000. Tesla also has a couple of other options. If you want a paint color other than black, it is a $1,000 upcharge. And if you want the sport wheels versus the aero wheels, you're going to be spending $1,500 to get the sport wheels. Now, the last package they're offering that's really a hardware package is the premium upgrade offering. This gives you a better sound system, premium interior with Tesla's fake leather, which is a really, really good quality seat. Also gives you my favorite feature, folding mirrors that are automatic, and they're heated and they're auto dimming, which is just really cool. Don't know why, but every time I just walk down the street and I see a Tesla and its mirrors are folded up, I'm like, oh hey, that's really cool. The premium upgrade option also has a glass roof that you've seen in a lot of the pictures if you've seen the interior of the Model 3. Now, when I say glass roof, I'm not talking about the back portion of the car that is above the back seat's headrest. That is standard across all Model 3s. What I'm talking about is the glass portion of the Model 3 roof that's typically where a sunroof or moon roof is located in a car. Although we don't know yet if the Model 3 will ever have that option. Right now, Tesla has only confirmed that a metal roof comes on the car that doesn't have the premium upgrade option, and the glass roof comes with the premium upgrade option. Now, the premium upgrade option also gives you heated seats throughout the cabin interior. This is a really big deal, especially for those who live in colder climates, because it's much more energy efficient to run the heated seats versus running the heat. You'll take much more of a hit on your range. So let's talk a little bit about where I'm coming from with the options I'm planning on getting. And first, let me start with the paint color. Now, I'll be very honest here. Since more photos of the Model 3 have been taken, I have liked almost every single paint color. I've gone back and forth between like 4 of them. It started off with the Alpha Model 3 with that just gorgeous silver metallic coat on it. It's not an actual coat you can get on the production Model 3. It was just made for the Alpha, but it was really pretty. So going into it, I was like, silver, done. And then the blue came out, and I was like, no, I'm really gonna go with the blue, and then white. And what I finally ended up on is the midnight silver metallic paint. I just really like it. It stands out. I've seen it on a bunch of Teslas around, and it's subtle, but it's still very elegant. Now, I've read on the forums that it doesn't show dirt all that much, especially compared to a black car or some of the other colors Tesla offers. So that's what I'm gonna go with, and I'm also going to go with the sport wheels as well. I'm not a big fan of the aero look. I know some people are. I like the sort of classier, kind of classic look to the turbine in the sport wheels. So I'm going with those. Premium upgrades package, that was like, yeah, sign me up. As soon as they had the electric folding mirrors, I'm like, I will spend whatever amount of money to get those, because that is a conversation starter. It's ridiculous. I know it makes no sense. I know that as well. I just want the damn auto folding mirrors. Don't know why, I just want it. The premium upgrades option is actually a pretty good deal when you consider everything you're getting for $5,000. You're getting a better sound system, you're getting premium interior with the fake leather seats, you're getting a glass roof, you're getting heated seats throughout the cabin, you're getting the folded mirrors that are also auto dimming and heated. And there are probably a couple other things I forgot to mention, but it's actually a pretty good upgrade for $5,000. Now the big decision I've been left with is, do I go long range or do I go standard? I have been reading the Tesla Motor forums and the Model 3 forums constantly trying to figure out which one I want to go with, because $9,000 is a lot of money for just 90 more miles of potential range. And what I decided for myself is, it was really going to come down to, I'm either going to go long range and I'm not going to get the $5,000 enhanced autopilot option, or I am going to go long range, but I'm not going to be able to afford autopilot because I only have a certain budget and I want to stick within that budget. And when it finally came to a decision, I decided to go for the standard battery. This is based on the fact that I don't do a lot of long range travel. This car is probably just going to be a day trip commuting car, and then when I do go on the occasional road trip, it's only ever, I don't know, maybe 400 miles, if that. So I'm only going to be using the supercharger a couple of times each way, and for me it's worth doing that and having the standard battery than doing the long range. Now again, I live in North Carolina. I don't live in a very cold climate. If I lived somewhere in upstate New York or Minnesota or definitely in Canada, I would be much more willing to consider and probably would go the long range battery, because when you're in cold weather, especially if you don't precondition the battery and you use the heater a lot, you're going to take a significant hit on the range of the car. For me though, not as much of an issue. I'd rather save the $9,000, and I definitely want autopilot. You know, I kind of wrestled around with this. It's like, could I really get a Tesla and not get autopilot? Especially because most of my commute to work is highway driving, and just being able to turn on autopilot, and especially in the morning, and not have to worry as much. I can just pay attention to what the car is doing, and it's not as taxing on me. That's really appealing. Well, those are all my thoughts on the Model 3. I have been very impressed with the job Tesla has done, and we will have many, many more videos on the Model 3 as more information comes out about them, and as I get my own, I'll give you a first impression of it, show you what it's like to actually own a Model 3 for the first week, and then of course we'll be doing a very in-depth 6 months later video of the Model 3, probably sometime next spring or next summer. So let me know what you guys thought. Are you getting the Model 3? And if so, what options did you guys decide on, and what was the rationale behind them? I'd love to hear it. I still haven't totally made up my mind yet, pretty sure, but who knows? By the time the configurator opens up for me, I may completely change my mind and click a button I didn't think I was gonna click. So let me know in the comments below, and thank you again for watching this video. I'm Josh Tedder, and this has been a Trending Topics video.